All right, people, imagine this. You get ice-guyed into a cultivation world full of arrogant prodigies slinging magic. How is our resident nerd supposed to survive this nightmare? But our boy, he plays by a different set of rules. You talk about chi, he'll hit you with the law of conservation of energy. While others use mysticism for alchemy, he pulls out the periodic table. Now that's what I call a high IQ beatdown. So let's set the stage. In this world, everything revolves around cultivation, the art of gathering spiritual energy to chase that sweet, sweet immortality. But here's the kicker. It's an exclusive club. Most people are born as total normies, unable to even sense the chi flowing around them. But every so often, the universe throws a wild card. A blessing appears. An immortal child is born with the golden ticket. And just like that, some random farmer gets the news of a lifetime and bolts home like his life depends on it. And there he is, the blessed child making his grand entrance. His parents name him Lu Jia. Yep, that's our boy, destined for greatness right from the get-go. Flash forward 20 years. Little Lu Jia is all grown up, but this world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a brutal place, and he's about to learn that the hard way. Welcome to the sect, where the strong rule the weak. This dude, Yin Li, just casually wipes the floor with his opponent. In this world, talent gets you power, and power, well, power is everything. And the bullying is next level. Look at these senior brothers, literally stepping on a guy who's already down, calling him scum. This is rock bottom. And as the original Lu Jia fades out, a new consciousness starts to stir. Hey, Lu Jia, can you hear me? And just like that, our boy wakes up, being carried off like a sack of potatoes. He's got no clue who these people are or what's happening. The classic ice guy confusion is hitting him hard. He's in a world of pain, and to make matters worse, everyone's calling him by a name that means nothing to him. Lu Jia. He's like, who the hell is that? Just as he's about to pass out again, an old man shows up and starts working some kind of magic on him. Look at that glow. Our boy is getting his first real taste of this world's power system, and he is absolutely stunned. The old man isn't just a healer, he's an alchemist. He whips up a pill right on the spot. Open wide, he says. No questions asked, just pure, unadulterated magical medicine. Down the hatch it goes. The old man tells him to just let the chi do its thing. But you can see the gears turning in our boy's head. This isn't just magic to him. It's a phenomenon to be studied. The old man diagnoses him with a convenient case of amnesia. You're Lu Jia, he says, a disciple of the Cloudy Peaks sect. Our boy just plays along, trying to piece together the life of the poor soul he just replaced. And then the memories hit him like a truck. Not his memories, but the original Lu Jia's. 1 second he's cramming for a chemistry exam. The next he's flashing through this kid's life. The whiplash is real. It gets dark fast. He sees a memory of little Lu Jia running for his life from a monstrous wolf, screaming for his mom. Man, this kid's childhood was rough. No wonder he was an easy target for bullies. But then, out of nowhere, BM. A massive attack takes the beast down. Someone powerful intervened and saved his bacon. This was probably the moment that defined his entire life, sparking a desire to wield that kind of power himself. The hero of the day, a cultivator from a nearby sect, warns them to stay away. Look at his parents, kneeling in gratitude. You can just see the worship in their eyes, planting a seed in young Lu Jia's mind. And that's when it all clicks into place. This is Lu Jia's memory. Inspired by his savior, he begged to join the sect, hoping to become just as strong. But reality is a cruel mistress. He joined the sect full of hope, only to find out he had zero talent. He became the sect's official punching bag. Seniors were constantly telling him he was a disgrace who should just give up before he gets himself killed. And no surprise here, he got beaten to a pulp. Again. Which brings us back to where we started. Getting hauled over to the old man's place? Yeah, that was just a regular Tuesday for the original Lu Jia. The old man isn't even surprised anymore. Through all that misery, there was one bright spot. The old alchemist. He treated Lu Jia like his own grandson. And now, our boy realizes he stepped into this tragic story, taking the place of a kid who only had one person in his corner. And with that, the memory download is complete. He's fully awake, fully aware of his insane situation. His first thought? Did I seriously die from a heart attack while studying? Man, what a nerdy way to go. He gets up, and the first thing he notices is that his injuries are completely gone. In less than an hour, his scientific mind is blown. This world really does have magic, he thinks, and it's way beyond anything my world's technology could do. And that's the spark. The moment his fear turns into pure, unadulterated curiosity. This magic isn't just fantasy. It's a new field of science waiting to be discovered. And he's going to be the one to figure it out. He stumbles upon a book Fundamentals of Alchemy. And it's a revelation. Alchemists aren't frontline fighters. They're the support class, the innovators. A light bulb goes off in his head. I can use my chemistry knowledge here, he thinks. I'm gonna be rich. Just as he's celebrating his brilliant plan, the old man walks in. Our boy declares his newfound resolve, but the old man misunderstands. Thinking he still wants to be a powerful warrior, he gently lets him down, saying, "You're not cut out for it, son." But our boy isn't asking to be a fighter. He gets on his knees and declares, "I want to be an alchemist. Please teach me." Look at the old man's face. He is completely thrown for a loop. This is not the Lu Jie he knows. The old man is speechless. Our boy is full of hope. And then, the ground literally cracks beneath him. Meanwhile, a new face appears in the background, just as confused as we are. What the heck is going on? Okay, that was a lot to take in. So let's do a quick rewind. This whole mess is happening in a world obsessed with cultivation and the dream of immortality, a dream most can never even begin to chase. But our boy, Lu Jie, was born a prodigy, a rare mortal blessed with qi, basically the hope of his entire village. Yep, that's him. Little Lu Jie, carrying the expectations of his family from day one. Fast forward 20 years, and he finds himself in a sect that operates on one simple rule: survival of the fittest. Talented cultivators like Yan Li get all the glory, effortlessly crushing their rivals. If you don't have talent, you're just part of the scenery. Unfortunately for the original Lu Jie, he was that scenery. Bullied relentlessly until a sparring match went too far, paving the way for our modern-day genius to take over. Which brings us to our boy's rude awakening, getting carried off while trying to figure out what dimension he just landed in. He's completely disoriented, questioning everything, including the very name everyone is calling him. Luckily, he runs into the one kind soul in the entire sect, the old alchemist, who introduces him to the healing power of qi. The old master doesn't just heal him. He feeds him a freshly made pill, a little magic nugget that sparks our boy's scientific curiosity. After taking the pill and feeling the qi work its magic, he realizes this world's power system isn't just hocus pocus. It's a new frontier of science. The old man fills in the gaps, explaining his identity as Lu Jie of the Cloudy Peaks sect, while our MC pieces together the memories of his past life. And those memories come flooding back, revealing the traumatic past of the body he now inhabits. Like this horrifying childhood memory of being hunted by a demonic wolf. A terrifying experience that also served as his first jaw-dropping introduction to the power of a true cultivator. The cultivator who effortlessly dispatched the beast and saved his family. It was this encounter that ignited his desire to walk the path of cultivation. And so, he begged to join the sect, determined to become strong. But alas, he lacked the talent, and his dream turned him into the sect's laughingstock and punching bag. This was the tragic cycle of his life. Getting injured, getting ridiculed, repeat. His only comfort came from the kind old alchemist. And now, our boy has inherited it all. The pain, the past, and this one precious connection. All right, recap over. Our boy is now fully conscious and ready to start navigating this new reality. He quickly deduces that this world's magic, specifically alchemy, possesses healing capabilities far beyond modern science, opening up a world of possibilities. As a chemistry whiz, he makes a pivotal decision. He's going to tackle alchemy with the scientific method. He realizes alchemists don't have to fight, and he can use his chemistry knowledge to make a fortune. It's the perfect career path for him. But when he tries to express his newfound determination to the old man, he's met with a sad, misunderstood refusal. So he clarifies his intention in the most dramatic way possible, by getting on his knees and begging to learn alchemy, not cultivation, completely shocking the old master. And that brings us back to the present. Let's get back to that intense cliffhanger. The old man looks just as shocked, unable to accept what he's seeing. And our boy, he's falling into the abyss with a big ol' HUH on his face. Turns out it was all a test. The old man rejects him, thinking his get-rich-quick alchemy dream wasn't serious. Our boy is panicking, trying to explain that he means it. He comes clean, admitting he's talentless in cultivation. But in alchemy, he says, I can see a new path for myself, a way to improve. His sincerity gets through. The old master decides to give him one more chance, asking him a profound question. What is the purpose of alchemy to you? And that question makes him think. He realizes that in this world of magic and cultivation, alchemy is fundamentally the study of nature. It's his path, the path of science. Hearing this answer, the old man is finally convinced. This old man had misjudged you, he admits. The path of alchemy may indeed be for you. And with that, he offers to take him as his disciple if he kowtows. Apprenticeship accepted. And so the lessons begin, starting with the basics of medicinal herbs. Our boy goes into full-on study mode, taking notes like he's cramming for finals. After hitting the books, it's time for some hands-on learning. The master moves on to teaching him how to use the cauldron to refine a pill. But our boy quickly spots a problem. These recipes seem ancient, unchanged for centuries. He can't help but ask the master, hasn't anyone ever tried to improve these formulas? That question catches the old man off guard. He starts thinking, he really has been different since that last spar. Intrigued, he decides to see where his new apprentice is going with this. And our boy doesn't just talk the talk. He immediately starts applying his chemistry knowledge, analyzing the medicinal properties, and theorizing about optimal reaction times. He's turning traditional alchemy into precision science. With his studious mind, he memorizes all the herb properties in no time. When he calls him master, the old man gets a bit emotional. It's been a long time since anyone's called him that. The master is so impressed he asks if Lu Jie has studied alchemy before. Our boy is just internally thanking his brain for all those all-night study sessions that trained his memory. Next up, the master explains the principles of the cauldron. It's not about size, he reveals, but about its secret ability to store and channel qi. Seeing the immense amount of qi radiating from his master, our boy is floored. He's just now realizing that this kind old man is actually an absolute powerhouse in disguise. The master explains that one's talent in alchemy is defined by three things. First, sensitivity to qi. Second, the ability to manipulate that qi. And the third, pure, simple luck. But our boy immediately pushes back. If these pills work like chemical reactions, he argues, luck shouldn't be a factor. The scientist in him just can't accept that. The master clarifies that since luck is out of their control, they focus on the first two factors, both of which can be trained. After all, the heavens favor the diligent. And a good cauldron, he demonstrates, helps guide your qi and the essence of the ingredients, making the hard work that much more effective. He refines a simple qi gathering pill and tells Lu Jie to give it a try himself, to get a feel for the process. Looking at the long path of alchemy ahead of him, our boy isn't intimidated at all. He's excited. It looks like his journey of scientific cultivation is about to truly begin. However, dreams are one thing, reality is another. Learning alchemy costs money, and a broke Lu Jie has to start from the bottom, doing all the grunt work in the sect, sweeping, mopping, you name it. He learns that the most valuable herbs are all in the spirit herb garden, a place only inner disciples can access. Staring at his empty food bowl, he starts scheming, trying to figure out a way to get his hands on some of those herbs to sell. While working, he runs into another outer disciple who gives him a friendly warning. Stay away from the inner disciples with the Thunder Phoenix bloodline, or he'll just keep getting his ass kicked. An idea sparks in our boy's mind. He starts asking this guy, Su Lin, about the people in the sect, probing for any connection to the spirit herb garden. He casually asks if Su Lin knows anyone who works in the garden. Look at him, trying to be slick. He's definitely up to something. Guessing that Su Lin is already secretly selling herbs, he decides to go all in. He pulls out a pill he refined and proposes a partnership. Herbs for pills, a win-win deal. Of course, this is all part of his master plan. He knows that an outer disciple like Su Lin would be seen as a thief for having such a pill. He's basically trapping him, forcing them to become partners in crime. The bait works, and Su Lin is tempted. Our boy presses his advantage, asking how many herbs he can get per week. It looks like the deal is on. They agree on a time and place for the trade. As Su Lin walks away, the first step of our boy's plan is a success. The pill he gave Su Lin was actually a dud, but he used a little trick to make it look like the real deal. His goal is simple. Get herbs, practice alchemy, make money, and get the hell out of this sect. But when he gets back to his room, he finds an unexpected guest, a little white rat, caught red-handed, munching on his pills. He grabs the little rascal, only to find it glowing faintly in his hand. Could this be a legendary spirit beast? He tests it out and realizes the little rat can actually understand him. He's hit the jackpot, but the rat's next move scares him so bad he falls right on his butt. He quickly hits the books and discovers it's a spirit rat. They're destructive little things, but they have an incredible talent for finding wild spirit herbs. This is a game changer. With this spirit rat, who needs Su Lin, he could just go outside the sect and find his own ingredients. Looking at this little creature that's both a treasure hunter and ridiculously cute, our boy's heart just melts. The cuteness is overwhelming. He decides to adopt the little guy and gives him a very scientific name, Labby. With his new partner Labby, our boy's future is looking bright. How will this duo begin their treasure hunting journey in this dangerous sect? We'll have to wait and see.